Happy Friday, fire breathers. This is for Jakara's Fit 2019-05-31 gym. So you have a little bit different of a day today. Your main task is your Metcon, which has a high volume of GHD sit-ups coupled with ski calories, so more core work, and then you're flipping yourself upside down and going for a handstand walk. Concerns with this. How are your handstand walks? Can you handstand walk? What do they look like? Now, if you have handstand walks at all, work on going the distance. I'm not going to give you a time frame for how long your handstand walk should take. So what I want you to consider though is this should not take a long time to get this distance in. You are going to need to kick down, shake it off, regroup and recenter. If you're still working on it, so you sort of have handstand walks, they're not that great, cut the distance in half and just aim for a really good half distance to get it done. That's perfectly acceptable. Again, I personally, as a coach, as an athlete, believe in you're only going to get better at your skills when you're forced to do them. So if that means cutting the distance down and working on it still under the time constraint where you have to get it done, but we need to maintain the integrity of the intention of the workout, that's perfectly fine. That's how we will get that done. If you do not have handstand walks, but you have handstand push-ups and you're working on the balance portion or you're working on that shoulder stability as you transfer weight, you can do a wall walk and then back down, and you can do 10 of those instead of the handstand walk. Or you can do shoulder taps and you would do 25 shoulder taps to replace that handstand walk, okay? So those are your scaling options for that. If you are unable to get yourself up against the wall for the handstand walk, you can do pike shoulder taps. So where you put your feet up on an object, and get yourself with your body weight on your hands, and tap, and tap, and tap, and tap. If you don't have that, you can do shoulder taps in a plank position. High plank, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can also do high-low planks. Elbow, elbow, hand, hand, elbow, elbow, hand, hand. And you would do 25 of either of those, okay? So work at your level that's going to push you to get better, all right? And GHD and calorie ski. If you're at a facility that does not have either of those options, for the GHDs, you can do med ball butterfly sit-ups or regular butterfly sit-ups if you need to. And then for the calorie ski, you can do ball slams. The same number of ball slams, or just go ahead and do calories on whatever erg that you have access to. All right. It'll be a great workout regardless, and that's what we're going for. So get your Metcon done. You're following that up with, working on our beach muscles, arms and abs. 3 rounds, not for time, I don't think. I forget what your score is for this. Straight arm L sit-ups. You can hold whatever weight that you would like. A barbell, a kettlebell, a plate, a med ball, just your arms if you're working on it. But your legs are going to be straight. You're going to lay down You're holding whatever that object is straight out in front of you. In a perfect world, that bar isn't moving very much. So you're not like pulling down here and that bar is going up that way. Your object is driving straight up and you are pulling yourself up underneath the bar to full extension up top. Looks like this. See? And down. That's 1, 2. Okay? Go up in weights if you can for those. Dumbbell bench press, high reps, get as heavy as you can though. Flat bench, 2 dumbbells. And then you have kettlebell windmills. If you don't have access to a kettlebell, again, sub in dumbbells or fat bells or whatever you have. For a windmill, I'm going to use a plate. Start with your feet a little wider than hip distance. Clean jerk. Get that kettlebell. I'm out of the frame. There we go. Now, you need to see my feet though. One day I'll have a film crew. Okay, get that kettlebell up overhead. You're going to turn your heels in the direction of the arm that's up overhead. Boop. Okay, just like that. You're going to keep that back leg straight. That front knee is going to bend. Again, that kettlebell, that arm is ideally staying straight. Always looking up at your kettlebell. You're going to reach that front arm down to the inside of that leg. Okay, so see my arms are in a T, my back leg straight, and you're coming straight back up. That's 1, down, 2, and then switch sides. Kettlebell fun. 4 rounds, not for time, for weight. You are doing the entire round at the same weight. So start light, build as you can. Your limiting factor is going to be your weaker arm for that snatch, right? So, goblet reverse lunge. Get that kettlebell up in front of your chest, hold it. You can either hold like this or hold this way like you're praying. Reverse lunge, big step back, back knee to the ground. Drive off that back toe, but pull with that front leg. That's 1, back, 2, and so on and so forth. Then you have alternating kettlebell snatches. 10 total, right? So 5 on each arm. For kettlebell snatches, there's 2 different techniques. It's going to be fun to show with a plate. With a kettlebell snatch, you want to start with your palm facing in, knuckles buried underneath. Now, you will see most people complain about that kettlebell bruising the back of their arm, because what a lot of people do is you go to kettlebell snatch and it flips and you turn it to the outside of your forearm as you get it up overhead. So that kettlebell is doing this number. Yes, that's going to bruise your arm. It's the easiest way to do it, also the most painful. If you want to do it more technique-wise, it takes a little bit of playing, but once you figure it out, you're like, oh, this saves my wrist and it feels so much better. For this, what you're going to do is as you go to pull, you rotate and almost press as you extend, okay? And snatch. So by rotate, what I mean is you do your third pull, but rather than flip, you pull that elbow down as you rotate that wrist out and around, circling that kettlebell close to your forearm as you get up. Okay, try it light with a light kettlebell to figure out the twisting motion. I'm also sure there are great, I'll probably find a video for you guys and link it, how to do that. But play with it, focus, concentrate on your weaker arm as you do this. The more you can get down that solid technique, the easier it'll be, especially on your opportunity side. Single leg deadlifts with your kettlebell. So it says total, so you can split your reps however you want. That kettlebell starting in one hand, down to the bottom, and standing up. So you can do 5, 5, 5, 5, 10, 10, however you want to split it, totally up to you. And then you're ending with American kettlebell swings. American kettlebell swings. Kettlebell goes back between your legs. You're keeping your chest up so your back's nice and flat the entire time. Popping your hips, squeezing your butt, getting some momentum on that kettlebell, but finishing by tucking your ribs and pulling that kettlebell up overhead so you're at full extension. Down, up, down, up. What you do not want to do is this. See my back, see my hips. What kind of shape am I in? Looks painful, it hurts. Pop, ribs down, squeeze, tuck, pull. Okay, nice straight line. Once you're done with your kettlebell work, you've got the non-sexy stuff, or this one's going to hurt. Looks easy, it burns. Come on, fire breathers. 8 rounds every 3 minutes. You have a 45-second sprint on an air bike. You're going for max calories across all 8 rounds. So sprint this. You have a lot of recovery time. Take advantage of it. Die every time you sprint. Okay? That's why the recovery is so long. We want to train that max effort, that anaerobic pathway, right? Like max effort, sprint, power, speed, all that kind of thing. So takes less than half an hour for results that'll, a lot of bang for your buck on this one. So it's going to suck, it's going to burn, which is how you know you're going to get great rewards from it if you do it. So have fun with that. Any other questions, comments, concerns, let me know, and enjoy your weekend, Jakarists.